Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice. I'm just giving y'all a quick update. I'm gonna update you on a couple of comic pickups, a couple of things associated with my contest. Big shout out to my man Solid Snake. He's actually worked on this intro for me. I haven't gotten a chance to actually tack it onto my video yet because I don't have the software for that yet. But I'm working out the kinks. I'm trying to get an intro like the rest of the big dogs, you know. So let me know what y'all think about that so far. A couple of things I want to show y'all. I was checking out Mr. Marvelicious video, show y'all a little bit of that, and I just wanted to point out a few little things from his video, because he's been doing videos under the term articulated comic book art for a little while now, before this contest came out. So he's got a pretty good idea of how to work with the comic book cutouts, and he's pretty much grasped the concept. He's got some dope shit going on here, but I just want to point out one thing in particular that's going on in this video that I'm gonna be judging on. That's critical. So right here, he's got Punisher and Wolverine facing off. Then he's got Wolverine and X-23. Look at X-23's legs, though. They look kind of awkward. He should have bent that at the knees a little bit more and planted the feet a little bit. Everybody else's poses are pretty decent, but that's just one thing in particular that I'm gonna really be looking at for the contest. I mean, other than that, he's got some dope shit going on. He's got Miss Marvel here in a nice flying pose. You can see her feet are pointed at the bottom. Iron Man, he's got a nice pose. Sentry's got a nice pose. He's got Captain America in a nice pose. This scene actually right here is really good. He's got some good poses and some props in there. And this has nothing to do with his entry for the contest, but he's on the right path. Look at that shit right there. Spider-Man with the spider sense going off. He used a comic book cutout for that. I used the twisty ties in my video from yesterday, and it came out okay, but I think his shit actually even looks better. So just some tidbits right there. Check out my man Mr. Marvelicious channel. I'll put the link up to his channel, but he's got this thing. He's got it down to a T, man. Look at that. Look at all of those cutouts that he's using. Everything looks fluid. Everything's looking pretty good. So big shout out to my man Mr. Marvelicious. Check out his channel. I was able to pick up something cool today. I actually picked up 4 spiral variants. When I go on my little toy runs in the city, I always check like these little small mom and pop shops that have, sometimes they have stuff and they don't even know what they have. Like they'll have some ill variant or something and be selling it for cheap. So I actually picked up each of these for $10 each, believe it or not. So I'm gonna throw one of these in to the pool prize, or the prize pool, excuse me, for my contest. I'm gonna keep one for myself, and I'm gonna put 2 up on eBay probably. Anybody out there who needs Spiral or needs the head to the Red Hulk, hit me up, because they actually still had like 3 more in the store. So let me know about that. Anybody who's interested in that. Also, another thing that I want to tell you guys was my contest video that you should be doing your video responses to. I'm going to be updating that frequently as I get more prizes and as I update the rules. Actually, after today, I probably won't be updating the rules anymore, because the contest is going to start tomorrow. But I got a lot of good questions out there that made me actually update some things in the rules. So you could keep checking the description part of that video for anything that happens with the rules, and you could also check that section for updates on prizes. Like I'm about to go in a few minutes and update the prize, since I'm adding a spiral to the prizes. So keep checking that description category on the articulated comic book art contest video, the one that has 1,000 subs in parentheses, and that is the video that you should be doing your video responses to. Alright, so comic pickups this week. Again, the books associated with X-Men Second Coming have been my favorite books again this past week. I picked up all of the stuff that I'm showing you now this past Wednesday. It's about to be Wednesday again, so I'll probably be back at the comic shop on Wednesday. But this one wasn't you didn't necessarily need to pick up this one, the Blind Science. It gave you a little side story on the X Club, if you know who that is, and how they got outside of the bubble that that Bastion put up around Utopia and then a large part of San Francisco. I don't want to give away too much if you haven't been reading this, but this was actually good. This was a nice little tie-in. It wasn't absolutely necessary to the story, but it did give you some good tidbits. X-Men Legacy, you actually saw the Avengers make a guest appearance in this. They are on the outside of this bubble that has most of the X-Men trapped inside of the bubble, and there's a portal on the inside of the bubble where Nimrods are coming through from the future, and it looks like this is it for the X-Men. So in this book, you got to see the Avengers make a guest appearance. This was dope. X-Force was dope. You got to actually see them go out for their what might be their final mission. Cyclops sent them out into the future to take the fight to Bastion, and pretty much sent them on a death mission almost. That's how it looks right now. So this was dope. And X Factor is tied into Second Coming, not as closely as some of the other X books, but Bastion is definitely trying to take out all the X-Men, all the X characters, so he's not going to leave X Factor alive, and this was good. I mean, the Second Coming has been amazing. Like I've been telling you guys, it's been out of this world. If you're not on it, I would definitely get up on anything that's associated with Second Coming right now. This was the new Avengers. It's not the new Avengers, actually. It's the Avengers under the Heroic Age banner. This was okay. I'm not a huge fan of John Romita Jr.'s art on this. I don't know if I really want to see him doing art on a classic Avengers book, if you really want to consider this classic Avengers. It wasn't terrible. The art wasn't terrible. But I just don't know. It threw me off a little bit. The story was okay, and where they're going with this story right now was okay. Looks like they're going to introduce, or they have introduced, the next Avengers. If you have seen that DVD, it was like the kids of the Avengers that we know. And it looks like it's going to be some type of time crossover with them and Kang. It seems interesting. I'm a little upset in the direction that things are going in this heroic age. I didn't really. I actually liked the Superhuman Registration Act. I thought it made sense. I thought it made sense for the government to kind of regulate metahumans and say, all right, you got to register your identity and your powers with the government. Because I mean, in real life, I think that's how it would be if people had powers. There'd be no way that the government wouldn't be involved with that. And it seems like now in the heroic age, they abolished or Captain America abolished the Superhuman Registration Act, but it just seems kind of silly because it's like, all right, we don't have to go report to the government to do shit, and then they're doing all types of shit that they were doing from when they were under the government. Have a Black Ops team, the Secret Avengers is a Black Ops team. I mean, they pretty much doing the same thing that they were doing before under the government, but it's still not under the government. It's kind of weird. I don't know. So Secret Avengers is a Black Ops team led by Captain America. I don't know what the difference between that and the original or the last Thunderbolts that we just had. It doesn't really make sense to me. But this book seems like it may be kind of promising. It's an interesting cast of characters, and this first issue was interesting. It wasn't out of this world, but it was interesting. Thunderbolts is something that I think might be the best, maybe one of the best books out of this heroic age. I hope. This seems promising. We got Luke Cage leading up the Thunderbolts now. As you know, he used to be, he was incarcerated at one point in time himself. That's how he even got his powers. So Captain America put him in a position to lead the Thunderbolts right now. It's a very odd team, but very intriguing team. They have Man-Thing, Ghost, Moonstone back in her original costume, Juggernaut, Crossbones, and Songbird on this team of Thunderbolts. And at the end of this issue, it was a nice surprise. I won't give it away. A lot of people have been waiting for this one particular person to come back, and he came back at the end of this issue. Thor number 610, I actually didn't even read this yet. Do More was good this week. I think it lost a little bit of momentum from the last issue, but I think this has been better than Siege. The first 3 issues or so was better than Siege, and it looks like it's gonna be better than Siege because I didn't really like the way Siege ended. I'll talk about that another time, though. I'm running out of time. And just to show you, these are the softcover Dangerous and Gifted. These are the first 2 parts of Josh Whedon's run on Astonishing X-Men, and that will be part of the first place prize too. So stay tuned. I will be updating you guys as much as I can, and good luck to everybody out there. Peace.